Hello everyone, ahlan wa sahlan, marhaba ya Qatar, apa khabar semua? You are watching the Footy Forum, Qatar World Cup 2022, brought to you by Sinar Daily. We apologize for the slight delay due to a technical glitch, but now you're joining me, Rizal Hashim, for our fourth episode, which comes on match day 10 of the ongoing 22nd World Cup. Tonight, I am the only thorn among the roses. I am very lucky tonight to be accompanied by Steffi, Kaur, national footballer. In the centre is Aysha Redzuan, former journalist, and Amira, Amirudin, who happens to be a Chelsea fan. Although the rest of the family are Arsenal fans. Now, having discussed the appointment of female referees during the first segment, let's move on to the topic where football collides with politics. Iran versus USA. Iran is the highest ranked Asian team in the World Cup, and this is their sixth appearance in the World Cup. After the heavy loss to England, many had written off their chances of making an impression. Yet they bounced back with an emphatic 2-0 win over the Welsh, thanks to two late goals from Rusbeh Chesmi and Ramin Rezayan to notch their first ever victory over an European opponent at the 10th time of asking. What do you think of their performance, Iran?
Well, 6-2. You lost 6-2. It's
match,
very, for me, I think it's very hard to take because your first match and then it's quite. It's not like you're losing 2-1 or 2-0. It's big, it's huge. So I guess when they played against Wales and they came back, they bounced back, winning last 2-minute goals. I think they scored 2-0. Wow, it was fantastic. I think everyone, boom, poof. It was just like, I think that's one of the best football FIFA World Cup 22 group matches for me. I think my opinion,
Having been hammered by England 6-2, Aysha, in the first match, then they bounced back. It's not easy to be able to do that, yeah? How do you think Carlos Queiroz motivate the team to be able to carve out a win against the Welsh?
I think Iran played poorly in the opening match against England, so expectation then became low, and then but I think the surrounding around Iran, what's going on, they were more motivated. And improved so much against Wales. We saw that, and they put up a really good performance. So I think it's just they are fired up after the big loss. So, and also the criticism that came after that as well. They used that to their advantage, I think.
And off the pitch, they have also been distracted, as Aysha rightly pointed out. Jürgen Klinsmann, the German legend, criticized Queiroz team as saying that Team Melli, it is part of the culture of gamesmanship, in trying to provoke the opponents, and they responded. That was after the match against England or after the match against Wales?
Wales, I think.
Against Wales. After Wales,
after Wales.
So, what do you think of that incident, Mira?
First, I don't know if it's a miscommunication. I don't know if he's talking about the football culture or the Iranian culture, actually. So I think, but again, I think those comments are really unnecessary. I think the Iranian team right now are already facing so much pressure from the media in the press conferences against their own government. So I think they're doing a lot already off the pitch and on the pitch. And I don't think these comments are really helpful. I think it's better to just criticize the game. But I understand politics is also a very sensational topic. But I don't think it was necessary.
He didn't need to make that kind of comments, I think, because he should know better. There's so much already pressure, and he did need to to add more fuel to the fire. So it's what Queiroz responded was, I think,
I read his Twitter.
It was necessary.
So
he was right. What did
he came up with the threat,
and you have a role in FIFA as well. So why do you have to make that kind of comments?
And he demanded for Klinsmann to
step down
from the FIFA technical study group.
It's good. I really like Yeah, because he defended his team.
Of course.
Yes,
Which
he's
was
not
really
even Iranian,
important,
you know.
A coach must defend his team lah.
Yeah.
Betul tak?
But to be
Kan?
honest, I mean, it's normal. In game, you provoke, you do this, you do that. That's normal. So I guess
That's not just their culture.
it's everyone's culture. It's my culture. So sometimes I will provoke the referee sometimes because you need it too. Somehow it's because of
Heat of the moment and all that.
betul.
Okay, Steffi, you know some of the Iranian players, they refuse to sing along to their national anthem as a sign of protest in back home. They have the political turmoil. The lady started with the death of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old woman arrested by morality police in Tehran on 13 September for allegedly violating Iran's strict rules requiring women to cover their hair with a hijab. Would you be also making this tournament as a platform to express your protests or opinions?
I guess it is a platform because we see not only Iranian, the Germans did that as well. I mean, because Iranian, they didn't sing their national anthem. Germany, they covered their mouth. I guess, but now, I mean, like in their second match, I think the Iranian must sing. It has to be like, because I think from the government they said like, and then now, so when I read more, I think if you're not going to do that again, you're not going to sing the national anthem, they will threaten the family, and like it's really it's not helpful for the players, especially because I feel for them like it's going to be so much pressure, especially the last game, and then you have to win this match to qualify, and then you got like from and then your government not supporting you, your I don't know, I feel pressure for them. I don't know what about you girls, because kalau benda tu jadi dekat saya pun tak boleh nak handle this thing. But I'm pretty sure they are professional enough to try not to bring that issue into football, because I think what they needed most now is to just focus on football and focus to beat USA. That's the most important.
Not easy to be in the right frame of mind.
Of course.
Having to confront all these issues. Aysha pula macam mana? Do you agree kalau macam pemain Jerman tutup mulut, lepas tu Iranian players refuse to sing to the national anthem? Do you agree that this World Cup should be a platform, gelanggang untuk menyuarakan pandangan? Politik lah maknanya. That this is where football collides with politics.
I think it's you can't avoid that, especially in a big stage like World Cup, right? So, like Steffi said, it's a platform. So, if you want to stand for something, then you have a platform and you have a way to do it. If it's not overboard, then I think they should do it. They can do it. Whether people accept that or not, the same, that you can't force it on people, and you know, just like everything that is going on with the whole World Cup actually, right? People have different opinions about it. So, well, it's just something that is going to happen for a big tournament like this.
Okay. So after the match, it was announced that 700 detainees were freed from different prisons in the country following the 2-0 victory over the Welsh. What about you, Amira? Do you like to be watching or looking at all these political undertones happening?
Obviously, if there's no issue, all the more better. But I feel like I agree with Steffi and Aysha. I think they should, if they believe in something, if they believe in something politically, I think they should say something. And I think it sends a strong message if it's like a team doing it. Everyone, because they're representing a country, and then at the international stage, I think it's quite a good message to send.
Okay. In the meantime, please help yourself to makan kacang lah. Makan kacang. Untuk audience semua nanti ni ada khas ni sebenarnya. Untuk ni makan kacang kau ni, beli 3 pack snack kacang kau. Lepas tu boleh imbas kod QR, boleh menangi hadiah kau first prize pada iPad, second prize hadiah kedua football jersey original, third prize touch and go e-voucher. Jadi nanti anda boleh layari www.kaukau.my. Okay.
Rewind back to basics.
Okay, back to football. On the pitch issues lah pula sekarang ni.
Share.
Maybe Karimi macam mana so far?
Oh, I really like him.
Yeah.
Even before the World Cup, I think he scored about 13 goals in the league and also in the Champions League. Scored against Liverpool, scored against Atletico Madrid. He is in fine form.
Another of your favourite team lah, Atletico
Yes.
Madrid. Okay.
I think he's super fit lah.
Super fit Nasib
Running
baik
up and
muka
down.
dia tak injured kena dengan Wayne Hennessy tu. Which led to his dismissal, right?
Yes.
Wayne
Yeah.
Hennessy kena sent off
Yeah,
tu.
yeah, yeah.
Which I mean
After that day.
memudahkan laluan Iran, betul?
Betul.
Itu that's the incident tu.
Yeah.
Hennessy macam like
There was a
bad. I don't know
silly
why.
silly
That's a
mistake.
silly
mistake. Mistake,
Very
yeah.
silly mistake.
Dia pun dah tahu, so that's why when he got the card, he was like, I won't argue, I'll walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a strange one.
So, Taremi, statistics suggest that most distance ran almost 24 kilometers, most sprints, most defensive pressures applied, and most goals with 2 so far. Aysha, you tak komen lagi pasal Messi?
Yeah, I think USA is going to have to be very wary of him because he's not only all that you mentioned, he's also a great finisher. Not only him, also Azmoun also two great strikers for Iran. So I mean, America is good defensively, but they have to watch out for these
For these
two.
players,
these players. Yeah.
Okay, and Sada Azmoun, he happened to retire in 2018, but then recalled against the wishes of the Iranian government.
Yes. Wow.
So how? This is the captain, Ehsan Hajsafi. He created most passes, 49, most crosses at 11. So we can expect Ehsan Hajsafi to be supplying the crosses as a left flanker, right? Yeah, okay. So this celebration, it was pure joy for the Iranians, which led to the kebebasan untuk 700 lebih.
Yes. So that's why I hope they win.
Yep.
That's one.
We hope to see more, right?
Yeah, to see more of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we move on to the Americans, colloquially known as the Great Satan by some Iranians. Great Satan. Well, Iran called as axis of evil by certain segments of the Americans. Right? Many see them as being the golden generation of USA. But 2 draws, one against Wales, and then scholars draw against England. Now they have no option but to win against Iran of all teams. So in 1998 they lost to Iran, right? So in 1998, and after 24 years, what would be their prospect later? Early tomorrow morning, 3 o'clock.
I think no option. Just if they want to qualify for the next round, they just need to win. But I think they drew both matches, especially against England. I think the confidence of course, you play against England and it's a goalless result, right? So I think for them, confidence tu memang tinggi lah. And then especially nak jumpa Iran, I'm sure they want to get the revenge after losing 1998 2-1.
Yep.
So tak tahu. Maybe this morning I think it's going to be a tough match lah, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close tussle lah.
Very.
It is a high stakes, high emotion game.
Everything.
But I think
motivated.
Yeah, that too,
I mean they are very good defensively, but they seem to be struggling to find a goal. I mean, draw
Finishing
with
up.
England. Yeah. I mean, they have this Pulisic and Timothy Weah.
Timothy
and
Weah,
that,
yeah.
But you can see that Iran, when they want to attack, they will
Full
full on. So I think they need to watch out, especially Iran, even though knowing that they can only they need only a draw, but I think they will want to send America back with a win. With a win.
Send them for flight back home, early flight back home.
That's for their pride as well, I'm sure.
Mira, you tweeted about Tyler Adams. You tweeted about USA, right? Maybe you would like to elaborate on your tweets.
Yeah, because I think this new US Golden Generation is probably one of the most exciting younger teams. I think the average age is about 25 years old. And a lot of eyes are on Christian Pulisic. I think because he plays for Chelsea and probably is supposed
highest
to be
profile American, I guess.
highest profile, most marketable player also.
Some say LeBron James of the US team.
LeBron James, huh?
Like seriously.
I think we overlook the other players that are really great in this US squad. I think during that draw against England, Tyler Adams at the heart of the midfield was so important, which is why I think they got that draw, because they were so dominant in midfield with Yunus Musa and Weston McKennie. And this is against Jude Bellingham, against Mason Mount, against really
highly
good,
regarded midfielders.
English players. So I think
they were better. They were better actually.
Tyler Adams, the youngest captain out of all 32 nations, right? He's the youngest captain, and some people are even considering him as the next Conte, N'Golo Conte. You know, and how does his influence impacted the game?
Previously, during CONCACAF qualifiers, Christian Pulisic was actually captain. They were rotating the armband, and I think I saw an interview. They said it was a squad decision to appoint Tyler Adams as captain. And I think recently there's a press conference where they had to answer really tough questions from the Iranian journalist.
Yes.
He answered so well.
He did well,
Really, really well.
He spoke about being discriminated against, as a
So,
colored player.
So I think it's good to have your best player on the pitch as your leader. Your leader also talking for you at press conferences. I think he's carrying them really well. Well deserved.
Yeah. And Timothy Weah, son of
George
Weah.
George Weah. George Weah was a Ballon d'Or winner, the first African Ballon d'Or winner, and he scored. I mean, Timothy, the son, scored against the Welsh, right?
Yes.
The opening goal, beautiful goal, and product of Paris Saint-Germain, PSG.
PSG.
And how do you see his role, Mira?
I think he is probably one of the main outlets of attack. Also throughout the qualifiers, he is probably the best player they have. He is probably very important in this US team and links up well with Christian Pulisic on the other side. And also probably gives the most goal scoring threat in this team, because I don't think they have reliable goal scorers up front as a number 9. So between him and Pulisic, to me the goals will come from them.
Pulisic did not really enjoy a good run in the league with Chelsea.
No.
He had some issues with Thomas Tuchel.
I think
before,
so. Chelsea had a lot of issues.
Until now.
Your show will be 2 hours long if we to Chelsea's issues.
Don't start.
Don't start.
But I think everyone is really excited with the prospect of playing in the World Cup. That he's really focused on the task, and among them, who could be the real match winner for the Americans, potential match winners among the names that we mentioned just now?
For
Maybe
me,
Gio Reyna or Weah or Adams.
I really
Musa.
like Gio Reyna, but he hasn't had the minutes to play yet because of maybe fitness issues. For me, still, Timothy Weah is probably the most likely to score and win so far, seen from the 2 earlier games. But I don't know about you.
Play to watch lah.
Same.
Play to watch.
Same.
Aysha?
Yeah, same.
Weah juga.
Weah.
Why? Because he's the main outlet lah, macam.
He's the main outlet. There's no one
Mira
else,
cakap lah.
you can depend on. That America can depend on.
What about you, Steffi?
I think we all agree Wea, the 22-year-old. I think player to watch tonight, especially the Iranian.
Okay.
The defenders. So just have to be very careful.
Prediction. You on your prediction ni macam mana ni?
Okay.
Kalau between the axis of evil or the great Satan?
I think
Or the lesser of two evils?
My opinion,
Yeah.
I want Iran to win. So
Why?
why? Because Asia, support Asia. So I hope they can win 2-0. Just win lah, get 3 points. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing much that I want to ask.
Yeah.
Just win. Yeah.
Aysha?
I think based on their performance against Wales, we can see that they can actually play. They can show up when they want to. And I think that will be the same against America. Maybe even better because of everything that's going
Will
on.
they show up? Will the real Iran team show
I
up?
think so, especially against US.
okay.
Yeah. So
Dua dah pilih Iran. So Mira?
2-1 for
2-1 for wow.
To
Okay,
Iran,
terus scoreline. Okay, what about you, Mira?
Iran. Sorry, Asian pride.
Yeah.
One.
Tiga-tiga
Politically,
pilih Iran,
also. And then, to be honest, I think Iran has better goal scorers. Mehdi Tarami and Azmoun and even I think Ali Golizadeh look more likely to score rather than the US team. They create really good chances, but it also depends who are they playing as a number 9 later tonight.
Okay. The three ladies predicting Iran to win
How
the
about
match.
you?
How about you?
Yeah.
Me, I remain neutral.
Oh, come on.
No, okay. Of course, for the sake of Asian pride, I would go for Iran as well. You know, I remember interviewing Jalil Talebi. He was the coach who guided Iran to that win, that famous win in 1998 France.
1998.
So when you're in, when you have AFC, Asian Football Confederation in Kuala Lumpur, it's a huge privilege for the press, for the media personnel, to be able to, because they will come and for seminars, for coaching courses, and that's where you get the opportunity to see them and meet them in the flesh. So of course I would go for Iran. But my opinion does not matter. Yours matter. Okay. So now we move on to England versus Wales, fellow Brits. Okay. And this is England's first World Cup match against a fellow British side. The Three Lions are unbeaten in all 3 games against other British teams at the Euros. And our model has them as the favourites for this one. Okay, England beat to win for the 7th successive time. So will Southgate be successful?
Oh, I hope
Or
so.
it's going to be rock pitch?
I hope so.
You're wearing the
I hope so.
England
So that
jersey.
if not, I will not hear the end of it from the England fans. So you know what they like. So they have
Coming
to.
home? Or it's not coming home?
It's got to come home at some point. You know,
Okay.
it's got to stop.
But coming home, that means ultimately lifting the cup. Do you believe that they will go the distance?
I don't think so. I don't
Sambil
think
makan
so.
kacang,
Honestly,
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Honestly, but at some point, maybe not this time. But yeah, I think the first game they deserve that win. I mean, that's the England we want to see with all the players that they have.
But maybe they were lucky because the Iranians were bamboozled, or they were just too nervous, overwhelmed by the occasion.
Lucky. I mean,
they were made to look better than they really are. No?
No, but I think they played well though.
They played really well.
really
I think.
You mean England or
No, England.
England, huh?
Against
I think
Iran.
not just
cool.
like.
So we have another England fan.
No. I'm just
As a football, player.
yeah.
You know,
Very good
so and then but the opposite against US, which was surprising and also confusing. We don't know what Southgate was thinking. It's like he was trying to be cautious. They didn't play like they wanted to win. I mean, I don't know why he was very negative for that game, because I think compared to US, they are the better team. Right?
course,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they have the
Man for man, they are the better
exactly.
team.
So it's strange the way. I mean, I saw one stat that said that US actually covered more ground against England than any other team in the 6 years Southgate has been a manager. So I mean, how could England with that kind of players let that happen? You know,
so many quality players.
yeah,
right?
exactly. So yeah.
Some accuse Southgate of being too pragmatic. You know, when he has, despite having that talent at his disposal, he could afford actually the luxury of playing flamboyant football. But pragmatism usually brings success. Do you think that Southgate will change his ways?
Follow the Footy Forum for the latest from Qatar.
Check out the Sinar Daily social media platforms for the showtimes. Stay tuned to the Footy Forum all the way till the final.
Red White, back to basics.
But pragmatism usually brings success. Do you think that Southgate will change his ways?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, I think it brought England to the final for the Euros, right? So I don't think he will change. Also, it's too late to change. And if they wanted England to play a different kind of football, they would have hired a different coach. So I think Southgate will still persist with his ways, his formation, pragmatism, but pragmatism that breeds success. So
Yeah, we can see from the players he call up as well, right? He won't change his ways.
Talking about the lineup, who do you think will feature in the first 11? Aysha?
Well,
since you are wearing the England jersey.
Yeah, for personal reasons. But yeah, I hope Phil Foden will play.
Okay.
I think it's
At whose expense?
unlikely.
Who do you drop?
I think it's unlikely.
Saka or Raheem Sterling? Or how do you put him in the scheme of things?
I would drop Sterling.
You would drop
for
Sterling
Foden.
and then Kane in the centre and Foden as an inverted winger on the right.
Yeah.
And who plays on the left? Saka.
Yeah, Saka.
Saka on the left.
I think
Not Foden on the left.
No. So I think they have good enough. I think it's unlikely he will drop Kane. So, but if
Some are suggesting for Callum Wilson to be playing.
a lot of options.
A lot of options. But Kane, he's the spearhead. You know. Will Southgate? Will he have the courage to be dropping Kane at this point of time?
I mean, you have 5 subs, so make use of the 5 subs.
But this is no normal player. This is Harry Kane. Kane is able.
Yeah, true. But you have to. I mean, like looking at his gameplay and he's not performing, you have to take him out. That's where when you are.
He suffered an injury, right, in the first match. No.
I think a knock.
Against Iran. Yeah, slight injury.
You got so many good players. Rashford there.
If you were in Kane's place,
of course, I feel like.
Would you like to play, or would you be accommodating
honest,
a fellow teammate to since I'm not that fit?
Yes, I would go first 45 minutes, full on, and then second half, because I said like I said 5 subs, so there's a lot. 5 subs tu banyak sangat. I think 5 subs.
This is the first time 5 subs. Before this ada 3 je
saja.
Because of the COVID situation.
Betul. So I think 5 subs. Make use of the 5 subs, and you got like many good players. So sub everyone, put fresh legs in, and that's where you go. Because for me, I think you put your player make sure they perform 45 minutes, and then kalau tak larat, you tukar. I mean, it's normal, right? Mana-mana pun, just go on 45 minutes. If tak larat, you tukar. I think.
Kalau midfield siapa? Bellingham kena main lah.
Oh, kena.
Bellingham. Yeah.
Bellingham, Mason Mount.
Yeah, Mason
dengan
Mount.
Declan Rice. 3 orang tu ataupun ada ni.
I don't know if Bellingham will play, because I think today Southgate said he might put Jordan Henderson on.
Again.
I know. He still has.
He needed to rest
Bellingham, maybe. and maybe he will rest Luke Shaw because he only brought one natural left back.
Natural left back, yeah, Luke Shaw,
So
yeah.
I think he also said maybe Kyle Walker would play because he's also now fit and he wants to test different dynamics maybe.
Okay.
That
So-
means Walker playing on the right,
Walker
Trippier plays on the left.
Yeah, yeah.
No place for Trent Alexander-Arnold.
That one also.
No comment.
I want to comment. I want to comment. I mean, he should give at least Trent to
Some
play.
minutes.
I know
I'm surprised
he
he's
plays
even
so-
there.
No, he's lucky to be included. You know why? Because Reece James, his
Yeah,
favorite player,
yeah,
got injured.
that's
yes.
Chelsea, from Chelsea.
We have to back up my
That's true.
Liverpool player. So
Oh, you're a
Trent.
Liverpool fan?
Yeah, so
Okay.
bagilah chance.
But it's
Klopp
good
punya
to give
kesayangan
them
tu.
minutes, yeah.
Sayangan
Klopp
Klopp tu.
tu,
Tapi
betul.
when it comes to England, he struggles to
Yeah.
get the
Maybe
minutes lah.
same as like Maguire pun dekat Manchester he played so bad, right? But he played for England so good. so
Dekat Man United, dia fourth choice.
kat sini so
Tapi you see, the players they have been, I mean, they see Maguire as a leader. And then in the first match, he played, I mean, he's also
So
good
good.
at set pieces.
yes.
And I think he commands the respect in the dressing room. I think that's where
He's a leader lah.
we tend to underestimate a player based on his technical ability. Betul, right? Maybe, yeah.
I have no comment.
But
No
I really
opinion.
want him to have a good World Cup. Actually, I think
Yeah, of course.
the
To make up for his disappointment in the league or how?
Yes, I think the cyberbullying campaign.
Cyberbullying.
Harry
Needs to
Maguire
stop, huh?
Needs to stop. I think just give him some peace for now. He's playing really well.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
He's
now,
playing
yeah.
really well, and I think they should support
He's
him.
good with England. I mean, he was the best player for England against America. So like,
Yeah.
But in today's world, when you speak about cyberbullying, even I think at one point Arsenal decided to boycott Twitter. Remember? Because of these cyberbullying cases where they tend to go overboard in criticizing the
Yeah.
fans. You know?
Was this during Xhaka
I think
punya
Xhaka,
time or Ozil? I'm not too sure. Xhaka?
after
they have a few of this.
yeah.
They have a few of these social media
So
things.
this is where I think today's generation of players they need to cope with this demand.
Yeah.
With having to confront issues and direct what do you call personal attacks from the fans where you can engage with them directly. So how do you cope with this kind of pressure?
I don't.
But you don't read.
I don't read. I tend to just.
But even
ignore all
from
the
the local
comments.
point of view, I mean, women's football also.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that a lot, especially on Facebook. Oh, Facebook's comments was so bad, so bad that I told my girls, I said, ignore, because if you're gonna read it, you're gonna emotionally drain, and of course you're already physically tired and everything, and then when you read that, it's gonna attack everything. So don't read. If you read, then somehow it will distract you from training and games.
Definitely, some of the players get affected.
Yes,
by
of
the
course.
criticism.
Yeah.
So how do you make them? I mean, to be in the right frame of mind to recover mentally and psychologically
Psychologically,
ahead of
like-
a match, especially.
Yeah, we talk a lot. We talk like we do have like a post-mortem match, and then like for me, I like to do team talking to just motivate one another, and everyone needs to talk to make to gain their confidence, because I think that's very important. Because especially in the dressing room, you need that really good talk. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Saka, Foden will be playing together, yeah. Aysha,
It'll be good,
that
hopefully.
will be good, and England's going to win lah.
England's going to win.
Okay. What about Wales? Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey were big game players who could step up. Lah in this clash. Bale is Wales' most capped player, you know, and now he's playing in America, MLS. Do you think that he can deliver that? Something as a last hurrah.
I don't know. I think the past two games he hasn't really been that impressive. Not looking too fit as well. Not just him, even Aaron Ramsey. But then this team are very reliant on these two. So, but I think their time the time they're probably up. But then again, who else can they count on for Wales? Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Mira?
I still think he has something to give. I still think he's a good option if they have a set piece. He takes great free kicks. He's still a very clinical finisher if he gets in the zone. To be honest, I agree with you, Ramsey. I think actually Ramsey should be dropped the next game because he's very slow.
Yeah.
He's
not match fit, I think. Yeah.
I don't think he's match fit either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think still Gareth Bale should play. I think he will give them the best chance to score a goal.
Yeah. Anyway, they got nothing to lose though,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Yeah.
Might as well just go in and just play.
They will. I mean, we can see they gave everything
Yeah.
in the games, but it's just not there
Yeah, it's
for
not
them
enough.
to. It's
Yeah.
not enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And your prediction?
Okay, me first.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I think England will win 2-0.
Comfortable win, eh?
Yeah.
Aysha?
I think 3-0. 3-0.
3-0. Speaking like a true England fan.
Who's going to score?
Foden 2.
Oh.
Maguire.
Saka, I think Foden will get one. One more.
Nothing from Kane. Kane has not been able to deliver. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give one to Kane.
What about you, Mira?
Same with Steffi. I think 2-0. Yeah.
Scorers? Potential scorers?
I would like Harry Kane to probably get a goal. If maybe a penalty, he probably will get one. I don't know. But yeah, another one maybe Saka. I would also like to see him on the score sheet. I think he's been getting there.
He's good, yeah.
Very, very good for England.
Okay. Alright. Okay. There's also a message actually for the audience. Free official football play jersey of Piala Dunia Qatar for you with Red One postpaid. Simply switch to Red One postpaid hybrid 50 unlimited plan only at RM50 monthly, or to cost saving Red One postpaid amazing 38 plan at only RM38 monthly, and you will stand to win official football play jersey of Piala Dunia Qatar in the Demam Bola Red One lucky draw, and also get free Alisan voucher worth RM50 for every registration. This promotion is valid for online registration only. Okay. Before we end the show, Ecuador, Senegal, I will need some prediction from you gals, Netherlands and Qatar. The permutation is Netherlands need to win or draw to qualify. Ecuador need to win or draw to qualify. Senegal need to win to qualify but remain in contention if they draw, and Qatar beat Netherlands. Qatar, as we know, have been eliminated. So the prediction will be Ecuador, Senegal. You pilih siapa?
Senegal 1, Ecuador 0.
Okay, terus score line. Okay.
I think Senegal will go through.
Okay. Why not Ecuador with Ender Valencia and the rest?
I think based on just the two games, the previous games, I think Senegal have the advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Netherlands, sorry, Mira. Lupa.
Okay. Lupa.
Ecuador, Senegal.
I am the only Ecuador fan here. I
Oh.
think. Yeah, so I think they will win. I think they have
Ecuador
a very,
fan,
very solid team.
French
Yeah.
fan,
Everything.
Atletico Madrid.
We are all actually
No,
football
for this
fan.
group, for this group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For this group, you're not supporting Netherlands. You're supporting Ecuador.
Yes, I think Netherlands has been quite underwhelming, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of people hyped them before the tournament. I saw some games for Nations League. They played really well, but this time around, I think I don't know.
Something's
something
just not
But
there.
they're quite organized, but they lack
Yeah.
that spark. Maybe they lack
Yeah.
that spark. Yeah, okay. You're picking Ecuador to win against Senegal.
Yes.
Netherlands, Qatar?
Netherlands, I think.
Menang mudah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Because
Easy win.
Qatar demoralized and at the lowest end.
Yeah.
I think
and
Qatar
also-
will give a good fight. I don't know. I'm feeling it
Fight
because
lah.
last game kan.
To redeem their pride lah,
correct.
I suppose.
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, alright. Okay. So we've come to the end of the show. We wish to thank Amira, Amirudin, Aysha Redzuan and Steffi Sarge for spending their precious time with us. Stay tuned to the Footy Forum Qatar World Cup 2022. We kindly wish to apologize for the technical glitch. We hope that we'll be able to redeem our pride and for the next episode. The coming episode will be tomorrow. We have 2 other guests. If we get the opportunity to maybe invite these 3 ladies again to illuminate the show, we'll try our best. So all the best to you, and stay tuned to the footyforum.com. The Footy Forum World Cup Qatar 2022. Good night and all the best.